Looking for a protein shake that tastes as good as it performs? Meet Rockin' Protein Max. Packed with 50 grams of fuel, it'll help you keep up when your day won't slow down. And because it's always creamy and never chalky, every sip tastes great. Even better, it's lactose-free and has 0 added sugar. It's not every day you find a protein shake you actually want to finish. Catch Rockin' Protein in the dairy cooler at a store near you. Rockin' Protein and Shamrock Farms are registered trademarks of Shamrock Foods Company.
Adobe Acrobat, your new foundation. Use PDF spaces to generate a presentation. Grab your docs, your permits, your moves. AI levels up your pitch, gets it in a groove. Choose a template with your timeless cool. Come on now, let's flex those tools. Draft, design, deliver, make it sing. AI builds the deck so you can build that thing. Do that, do that, do that with Acrobat.
Learn more at adobe.com/do-that-with-Acrobat.
Welcome back to Connect with Jonathan Mark. We have such a great episode today, and I'll explain to you why. So, because of all you guys, I get amazing opportunities, and I get to help so many families and law enforcement with cases. Now, as you guys know, the Daily Mail and I have partnered a little while back to do a case. Well, I'm back with them doing another case, and I want to explain to you how it goes. And then I want to give you the backstory on the case, what I feel about it, what I saw about it. And then when the article comes out with the recording, you could probably hear more. So when they reach out, they want my help with the case because they pass it along to the families and to law enforcement. And they don't tell me the case. And how they do it, and you'll see it in the video, is they say the case's name, and I try my best to tap in. And like I've always said to people, the truth is that I get more specific information when I'm talking to a detective or law enforcement / family members that are associated with the case. And I tried my best to get as much as I can. And I got news that it helped out a lot. So I think the next step would be to probably speak to the family and the detective. It's an old case. Now, this case is called the Jack Family Mystery. And this happened in Canada, I think a while back, probably in the 90s or late 80s, early 90s, I want to say. I didn't know too much about it. I didn't know anything about it. And I had to do my research after. So I want to kind of give you what a full-on overview on the case. So I'm going to jump right into it. So I want you guys to imagine this. A family of 4 pulls over on the side of the road in rural Canada. A man approaches them, friendly, normal. He offers the father and young son a job. Quick work, easy money, and they get into his truck. And then from there, they're never seen again. Today, we're talking about one of the most disturbing and overlooked disappearances in Northern America, the story of the Jack family. Now, on August 2nd, 1989, Ron Jack, Doreen Jack, and their other 2 sons, Russell Jack and Ryan Jack, were near Prince George. Now, that's in Canada. They were an Indigenous family, just living life, traveling together. And at some point that day, they stopped along the stretch of the road. This is where everything changes. A man approaches them, not aggressive and not suspicious, actually quite the opposite. He tells Ron there's work available at a nearby logging camp just for the day, and it's good pay. And here's a detail that makes the case, in my opinion, very chilling. He doesn't just invite Ron, he invites his young son, Russell, too. That matters because it lowers defenses. It feels safe, it feels normal, and even helpful. Eventually, the entire family gets into the man's truck. And that was the last confirmed sighting of them, actually ever. So now to get off of this for 1 second and to talk to you about what I was saying in the reading, which you guys will hear in the Daily Mail, it was pretty eerie in the sense that he offered a job to the father and the son, and the entire family ends up in the truck. Now, who knows kind of the exchange that happened. And from my perspective of when I saw it, when I was tapping in, everything kind of what this is saying seemed normal. And it seemed like an everyday person that knew the area. Now, I want you guys to remember that this person who took them knew the area very well, which means to me that he's done this before. Also, that he's a familiar face to people. Like he goes into bars, I'm sure, or like local pubs. So let's get back into it.
Instagram teen accounts have automatic protections for what teens see and who can contact them, plus time management tools. And Instagram will continue adding built-in safety features to help create age-appropriate experiences. Learn more about teen accounts and Instagram's ongoing work to protect teens online at instagram.com/teen accounts.
How many discounts does USAA Auto Insurance offer? Too many to say here. Multi-vehicle discount, safe driver discount, new vehicle discount, storage discount, legacy.
How many
discount.
discounts will you stack up? Tap the banner or visit usaa.com/auto discounts. Restrictions apply.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
There was no phone calls, no sightings, no remains, just gone. The surrounding area of Prince George is very vast. There's forests, there's logging roads, remote camps. If you know the terrain, you know exactly how to disappear someone. Now, this goes back into what I just said. Witnesses described the man as white, mid-30s to 40s, full beard, driving a pickup truck, and a composite sketch was eventually created. But here's the problem. The man was never identified, and that's when I got brought into this case. Let's break this down quickly. This wasn't random, this was controlled. This guy approached very calmly, used a very believable story, targeted a father and child at first. And that's the strategy. This feels like someone who knew the area, like I said, possibly worked on a logging or trucking company, had access to somewhere remote. And here's the part that really stands out to me. Taking 4 people at once, that's extremely rare. That takes confidence and also experience. Early on, the case wasn't treated with such urgency. There was an assumption that the family would come back, but they didn't. This case is now often discussed in connection with the crisis involving Indigenous families in Canada, where cases, they don't always get the proper attention that they deserve. Now, decades later, in 2019, a witness does come forward. They claim they saw the family with the suspect. The man may have been known locally, and that's kind of what I saw in the reading. And a new sketch is released with new hope, but unfortunately, there were still no answers. And this is my take. I don't think this was spontaneous, the job offer, the setting, the confidence. This feels extremely planned. This feels like someone who knew exactly what to say, exactly where to go, and exactly how to make a family disappear, but also really make a family feel comfortable. Now, who was the man in that truck? Was this his first time, or who was the man in the truck? Was this his first time, or just the first time he got away with it? And the biggest question, how does an entire family vanish without a trace? I'm curious if you guys have any thoughts on this case or theories, because I really want to hear them. This story deserves attention. And guys, as you guys know, I'm Jonathan Mark, and I help out with cases. That's, what I'm known for. So I'm very thankful that I got brought on to this case through the Daily Mail, and we're bringing kind of attention to cases that, in my opinion, deserve the attention. Now, going back to a lot of the stuff that I said before. Now, I want you guys to seriously tell me your theories on it and your thoughts, because when I tapped in, and again, you'll hear more in the recording with the Daily Mail, but with the Daily Mail, I basically was saying to me, this person was not random. This person has done this before. Just because everything seemed too smooth, it seemed this person knew the area, this person knew the terrain, this person just knew exactly what to say and what to do without getting caught. I mean, this is like a very, very long time later, like a very, very long time later. And it's still not getting quite the attention that it deserves. And I always want to try to shine light on cases and always try to help these families. Now that, like I said, the entire family hasn't been seen. And to me, that's absolutely crazy, because typically someone or something would come up to share like a facial feature or something, and no one could really describe exactly who this person was. But what's also interesting too, and if you guys look at the area, it's kind of like a trail. I'm using the term a trail, but it's like a road. Like if you're hiking in a pathway, and it seems that a lot of missing people or crimes have happened on this path, which leads me to believe why this is not the first time of someone doing something. So let's try to give this the attention it deserves. Write in, help out the law enforcement there. Let's bring this case back, I think, in front of people's eyes. And like I said, and I know I said this a few times, but that's why the Daily Mail wants to do this, just because it's a case that kind of was overlooked. Guys, thank you so, so much for listening, for helping families, just for everything. And if you have any cases that you want attention on or you need help, please send an email to connectjonathanmark@gmail.com. Also, guys, I am so close to 500 5-star rate and reviews on Apple Podcast. Once we get there, I will be doing another giveaway of a reading. So let's get there. And please follow my social media at Jonathan Mark Medium on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, everything. All right, guys, I will see you next week.